Okay, this is take one. This is my kitchen. I'm doing a quick tour of my fermentation projects. I currently have 3 going. I have this one, which is a Mexican pineapple drink called tepache. It's pineapple, ginger, cinnamon, and chili. And this is day 2 of our fermentation. Well, 1.5 technically. I started at about 9 p.m. last night. And then this is going to be hot sauce. And I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it's actually going to be edible. There are quite a few habaneros in there. But it's mostly very mild peppers. I'm hoping the fermentation will knock some of the spice off. But basically I'm going to ferment this. It has peppers, garlic, various spices. That's the brown color. It's all the different spices, the cumin, the various other spices that I put in there. That'll all ferment together. It's actually a very active fermentation. How this setup works is this one it started out like this one is here, and as fermentation goes, the carbon dioxide builds up, comes out here and pushes the water, and if it pushes it past the midline of here, it lets go a bunch of gas, and that way it doesn't build up so much that it explodes. And if we zoom in on the hot sauce, it's been less than a day. It's a very active fermentation. Let's see if we can actually, it's looking like it's about to actually release gas. Almost. We're gonna get a bubble? Anyway. Oh well. I don't want to just hold it on a static image for too long. Really? Oh well. I'm going to turn around and it's going to have bubbled. That's my luck. And then this is project number 3. These bottles back here are all kombucha. Some are pomegranate, some are ginger, and some are a combination because I didn't have enough of one or the other and I had to mix them together. But basically, we ferment the tea, sweet tea, with these, it's called a SCOBY, which stands for Symbiotic Colony of Bacteria and Yeast. Ferment with those, it uses up all the sugar, makes it very acidic and tart. It's very good probiotic tea, supposedly very good for you. I don't really know how much scientific evidence there is for that, but I think it's delicious. So let's go with that. So here is some concentrated sweet tea. I am going to add 6 more cups of cold water to it to both speed up the cool down and get it to the proper concentration. 2. 4. And that's 6. And this is jasmine tea with a mix of white sugar and brown sugar. It's mostly white sugar, just a little bit of brown sugar because I ran out of white sugar. But this is going to go. You want to cool it down after the boiling so that it doesn't hurt your SCOBY. This is going to go in our jars. Sorry, that came out of focus a little bit because I'm doing this with one hand. And okay. Hopefully it didn't make too much. Feed our scobies. They'll sit for quite a while. They can go. I could just theoretically leave them there indefinitely and feed them periodically. Gotta clean as you go. But to keep fruit flies, dust, various other things out of our kombucha, just take a cheesecloth over. Just kind of put the rubber band on there to hold it in place. You can also use, if you don't have cheesecloth, which it's very useful. You should just get, it's fairly cheap as well. Just get some cheesecloth. But you know, unbleached coffee filters also work. This is really hard to do with one hand. Oh god. Don't want to tip the whole jar over. That would not be good. Okay, there we go. So, and then these will go up in this little cabinet here. You want a cool, dark place. And you see, I don't know if you can see, but there's sediment in the bottom here. I had some reserved kombucha from my last batch, which was a mix from all 3 jars. I have 3 jars going right now. They'll sit there in that cabinet where you want. The warmer it is, the faster your fermentation will go. It's about 70 degrees in here, at least that's what my thermostat says. I bought my kombucha starter. There are also various videos on how to make your own by basically just buying commercial kombucha and letting that ferment on its own. That takes a little longer. But I will post another video. See, I was right. Remember, the air level was over here and wouldn't go, and now it's back over here. It's let off some gas. Well, that sucks. That would have been cool to get on video. So, let me see, actually, if I can get just a little. Nope. See, but I let off the pressure completely. And now it's back roughly where we started. More balanced. Still nothing from this guy. It's only been a day though. This is gonna ferment for a week or so. And this guy, I was planning on a week and a half, 2 weeks for this. But if the fermentation's already starting to let off gas through this valve, maybe it'll be sooner. Yeah, when I put these together, I'll put them in secondary fermentation. I'll put the tepache in a secondary fermentation to carbonate, and we'll try it then, see how that goes. And the hot sauce, basically just going to strain off the liquid. I'm going to save it. It's very useful in other things. But we'll get to that when we get to that. But I'll blend up all the solids, all the garlic, all the chilies, as many of the spices as I can save, and with a little bit of the water to give it some liquidity, and make a hot sauce. So yeah, that is video 1 of my fermentation projects. All of these guys, it's just the straight kombucha, just straight sweet tea that's been fermenting. And I put it in with juice. And, well, some of them are ginger, some of them with pomegranate juice. And they're sealed up with some headspace so they don't explode. And I'm going to leave them out for a day or so. And they'll get secondary fermentation and become carbonated. and then I'll put them in the fridge to slow that down as much as possible, and probably let the gas off every now and then. But I do have another video that I will post later of a previous, actually my first round of kombucha, where the bottle didn't explode, but the cork did shoot off like it was champagne. So I'll post that as well to show you how dangerous this can actually be if you don't do what's called burping, where you just let off the gas once or twice a day. If you want it really carbonated, you just leave it for a couple of days, and you're just really careful when you let it out the gas. I put my hand on top here and let it off very, very slowly and gently, and sometimes it pushes my hand a little bit, but I can usually hold it still. But yeah, so these are my current fermentation products. I'll be trying some other things later, maybe some sauerkraut. I am German after all, and we'll go from there. Please ignore how dirty my kitchen is. I am currently working. It gets cleaned up after I'm done working. Anyway, yeah, that's all from me for now. I'll post the results later, and peace out.